Hey there again. Happy Jupiter Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth and you're too. Welcome to this week's Jupiter Day Car says Trump reading. For this week's Jupiter Day, everything you need to know pertaining to me is located in the description box of this video for you to see. Everything you need to know about me and my services is located in the description box of this video for you to see. Then for this week's Jupiter Day card says CharmPull reading, I'll be channeling with Darius Happy, who's supporting the Collective High School and DI Good. I don't have the paper with me that I already wrote down and I channeled what Happy says he is. So yeah, I don't have it with me, so I'm just gonna read off like what it says here or whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, Happy is an Egyptian god. He's an androgynous god. He's blue, or he's like teal-ish. He's a man who has like breasts and a big stomach. And he is associated with the annual flooding of the Nile River. He symbolizes fertility and the nourishment of the land. That's there's Happy for you. At least what they say he is or whatnot. Again, I have my own like thing that he told me himself that he was. So next time we channel, I will have that, but I don't have it with me right now. So yeah, there's Happy for you, and I'll be channeling with him for this week's Jupiter Day card says CharmPull reading. If you hear an extra sound in this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is life in. And I will handle it if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. It's helpful. And let's begin this week's Jupiter Day card says CharmPull reading. We have two topics, by the way, so I'm gonna start with the first one. Let's begin with the first topic. Oh, wow. Cool. So, yeah. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the card that came out, is Strength. Top of the deck, easy watching this right now, is Splendor. All right, so for this week's, we're going to do the first topic, only the card, and the second one, we're going to do the card and the charm. So for this week's Jupiter Day card says CharmPull reading, the first topic is Wise, Emotional, Intuitive, and we have here Ideation. So let's read that. Oh, it's right in my face. Okay. All right. Ideation. This card is about the growth of ideas and new projects in your life. Now is the time to focus on creating a safe space for your creative endeavors. This moment is just for you and your project. Let your ideas grow while you nurture and care for them. Enjoy this special time. Wise, emotional, intuitive. Some of y'all may be getting like downloads, as they like to say. I don't know if they still say that or whatnot. But you guys are getting like intuitive stuff. It may be a lot. So it may be a lot, but it's something about handling it pretty well. You need to, or you are handling it pretty well. Because at least personally for me, when like sometimes things come crashing all at once, and it can get like overwhelming. So there's something about needing to, or you are like being emotionally like a emotionally wise, intuitive person or whatnot. So that's that. And yeah, there's something about like there could be something about safe spaces when it comes to that. Maybe you need to, if you're not there, maybe you need to be in a more safe, how you say safe, like, I guess productive, how you say that, pro-productive, like a space that like really nurtures or contributes to you being able to allow these downloads or like creative endeavors or things coming through, or you are in that, and Happy is acknowledging that. That's that for this week's Jupiter Day CharmPull reading. The first topic, why is emotional intuitive? Let's go to the second one, the second topic. That's that. I don't want to stretch out things that don't need to be stretched out. It is what it is, right? So yeah. Okay, bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the card that came out, is growth. Top of the deck, you're usually watching this right now, is ideation. Yeah, it's definitely different, but it's not ideation. Then let's do the charms. So for this week's Jupiter CharmPull reading, the second topic is dedication and diligence. The card that came out is consciousness. Let's read that. Okay. Consciousness. Consciousness is our ability to feel and sense what is around us and within us, and to tap into a deeper universal connection. Allow yourself to go beyond yourself and your ego. Tune into this consciousness deeply as you move forward on your journey. What is here is serenity. That's crazy. There is something about, I don't even know how to explain it. It's serenity. I feel like we need to feel things out. And it's like when I say strong and firm and all that stuff, I don't mean aggressive, or I don't even think the word is masculine, because but I don't mean like grr. I feel like when things try to move us out of our peace, we need to like stay in our peace, no matter how much, you know. There's something about that I'm feeling there. We have here the play button. And then we have here zealous, which is Zealous, and it's an adjective meaning showing great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or objective. Let me look at consciousness again. So that's that. Dedication and diligence. I love that. I love that zealous came out. That's definitely a great word. In my head, I think about Seven of Wands. If you guys are into tarot, really, and y'all know the cards, yeah, something about that. I feel like there's just something about a really deep divine connection. There's that. Um, I'm hesitating because like I feel like I want to share stuff, but I don't even know if that even like matters. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if like it even relates to this, but sorry. I know for sure I'm not struggling with it either. It's like to me I just feel like I've done I know a lot and I've done so much in I don't know. It's I feel like I've worked on myself a lot and everything, and sometimes it's just like the environments and the people and stuff. And I experienced something the other day that was just so like, why are y'all doing this? I feel like people just project so hard. Sometimes this shit doesn't I don't want to be around people. And that's what I was about to say in the other reading, if anybody's really following along. I just didn't want to project that, you know what I mean? Because I don't find it hard to be alone. I feel like I'm in so much peace because and I'm definitely not manifesting this either. I feel like this is just how things are happening. I just have to keep like staying in my peace. I have to keep like staying in my peace, stay connected with myself and all that stuff, and just stand on what I stand on. I just have to keep doing it until the right frequencies keep coming. And even when I feel like I don't know, I get out of alignment or something like that, um just not beating myself up and just getting right back into it so that the frequencies that belong with me just comes along, because there's just like a lot going on. There's a lot of like phony stuff, like things look this way. And I don't know, I was experiencing like heavy racism the other day, bro. Like, or like discrimination and weird shit. Like, I just be experiencing some weird shit, and I've gotten used to like I gotten used to being around it, but that's the thing. I don't want to get used to this energy. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I know who I am, but there's a lot of times where like I'm around people who don't know who they are, or they're in a box, or they think I gotta be this, or they try to figure me out, or like I'm a black woman, so people are just super like I'm a goofy like cool person. So when racism happens, it confuses me and it's weird because it's like I'm just trying to chill. They be mad, mean energies, even like, you know, people who are supposed to be kinfolk, who are skinfolk. And I was discussing this with somebody the other day, like, where she was like, I came from like a town, like a country type of town where, you know, when you greet people and you smile and, you know, your family with your neighbors and people that you're around and whatnot. She said she came to this other place, and she was like, yeah, like people just wasn't trying to talk or whatever. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, the crazy thing, they were like my people, they were us. And I was like, yes. I don't know, there's a lot of weird shit, and I know what it is, because like I know what it is. And yeah, it's just there's a lot of things I'm not saying because I don't like to say a lot of things, but stay diligent, and especially in your peace, in like what you're aligned with and everything like that. Of course, like if you're in a situation or in a space, you know, where you have to like adapt or shift and all that stuff, do that. But at the same time, like I don't think we should be getting used to it. I shouldn't be getting used to racism and being around it. I shouldn't be getting used to people being mean and stuff. So as I'm in the space I am actively like you know, uh, just moving around the way I'm acting accordingly until I get to like my community, my energy, the space that I need to be at. I don't mind being by myself because it's just less of this magic stuff. People questioning me, people trying to figure me out, people trying to intimidate me. It's such weird shit going on. Like, what? I'm so sorry. Like, um, but at the same time, like, as that stuff been happening, especially there was a one day where the racism was heavy. I was in the town, honey, and the racism was heavy, and I'm just so happy that like I've done so much work within myself. I'm super connected. I know everything. I know myself to the point that I literally like people were trying to intimidate me. They were trying to question me, put me in the box. People, and then sometimes people fake nice so that they can get information from you. I'm telling you, like the way I was moving in that, I still enjoyed myself what I was doing, and like yeah, I feel like that also, even though I don't want it to keep on happening, I keep telling my spirit team and God and the powers that be, I keep telling them like I understand there's tests and like when there's bad situations, make the best out of it. So that's what I do. I used those energies and those experiences to practice being very firm in my peace. You know, I do my ritual, my routine with myself. Everything I do prayer before I eat. I am very conscious and just aware and everything, and I practice this and I get stronger. You know, pressure makes diamonds type of thing. I get stronger. Whatever doesn't kill me makes you stronger. Yeah, right. But I keep telling them like I don't want any more lessons. I don't feel like I need to have any more lessons. I feel like I know what's going on, even though I don't know everything. Like at this point, get me out of yes, because I just need to have a good period of like no problems. I don't care what people say, like, oh, like that's how life is, ebbs and flows. No, like there shouldn't be constant like BS all the time. And then I'm not gonna go into like the whole anatomical part of like constantly being in chronic stress and having to adjust that like your cortisol rises and you know it starts getting physical. Like nah. Um, but yeah, um, just stay dedicated in your peace, in your serenity, in your connectedness. Um, Something about press play. And I feel like the show must go on. There's something about the show must go on no matter what and everything. Do your best. I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. That's that for this week's Jupiter card says CharmPull reading. The second and last topic, dedication and diligence. If you'd like personal reading, you can visit my link tree or you can email me to set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated. It's helpful. And peace out, y'all. Okay, sorry, I was looking at something.